When I first saw the Volkswagen CC at the 2008 Detroit Auto Show, I thought this is a great looking mid-size sedan. But now they've updated it for the 2013 model year. Some things have changed, but not a lot. Let's go inside and take a look at what's new. CC stands for Comfort Coupe. But you can see this car has 4 doors, so not a coupe in the traditional sense, but following along the idea that Mercedes-Benz set with the CLS of having a 4-door coupe, and they can get away with that because it has this really sleek roofline that follows back. It starts at the trunk lid here, then goes forward in this nice contoured design all the way to the front. For 2013, Volkswagen updated the look of the front of the CC. They went for a common design language with some of their other vehicles. Like, for example, we've seen this grille on the front of the Jetta. We also get these LED parking lights around the headlights. They have a nice kind of hook design, and you see that on the Tiguan as well. VW also added standard these bi-xenon headlights to the CC, which give a nice bright white light thrown forward. Now, I like this navigation system. We've seen it before in other Volkswagens. It's what Volkswagen calls its RNS 315. But it's surprising to see this navigation system in this fairly expensive car. Volkswagen also uses it in their Jetta and their Beetle and some of the other lower-end vehicles. But Volkswagen has a more upscale navigation system called their RNS 510. That actually shows things like traffic. Along with this navigation system is they have this menu system as well. And I really like this semicircular kind of menu thing. It works really well. It's easy to find your menu icons. You can either just scroll this little wheel here and pick everything, or you can punch this touch screen and touch the little icons and make it react like that. But one thing I don't like, and too many automakers do, is Volkswagen puts the iPod port all the way over here in the glove box. Pull this little orange tab down, which pulls this whole array down, pull the cord out, plug my iPod in, and close the whole glove box back up. When you're using route guidance, one thing that's nice in this car is they've got a display in the instrument cluster, and this display will show you pretty much everything. It'll show you audio information, your phone information, and it'll also show you route guidance. There's also voice command in this car for accessing the different functions. It's this button right here. It's got a little mic symbol on it. But the problem, and this kind of bugs me in a car this expensive, this only works with the phone system. It won't let me access navigation, it won't let me access the music service, nothing else. Now, Volkswagen fits the CC with its dual shift gearbox, the DSG. This is a dual clutch transmission. It's actually a manual transmission, or it's what they call an automated manual, and you can choose sport mode or regular drive mode and leave it to shift automatically. Now, under the hood we have Volkswagen's TSI 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. 2-liter sounds like kind of a small engine to power this mid-sized car, but TSI means turbocharged stratified injection. That's a technology Volkswagen has used for the last decade. It really means it's a turbocharged direct injection engine. It's so good that every other automaker is rolling out similar engines. BMW and Ford all have them. Now, VW has had this engine for so long, it's getting a little bit long in the tooth. They could probably get more efficiency out of it. Certainly the other automakers are getting more power out of similarly constructed engines. But this does give this car an average of about 25 miles per gallon, which is not bad. Even better, it gets the car to 60 miles per hour in 5.5 seconds, which, for a car like this, it's impressive. With the CC's dual shift gearbox, it doesn't act like a normal automatic transmission. Like when I put it in drive, it doesn't want to creep forward. I actually have to give it a little gas to make it move. Also, it has electric power steering, and you can really feel that in the way this steering wheel feels. You can hear a slight whirring sound, which is the sound of the electric motor making the wheels move and giving you that boost. The transmission has the sport mode, which will keep it in lower gears and keep the RPMs up and give you a decent amount of power at will. We'll even let the RPMs ride all the way up to red line. You can also put it in this manual mode by shifting the gate over one. And there you can push forward to upshift, pull back to downshift.
And because it's the DSG, it really grabs those gears pretty well. You don't get the kind of lag you get with a torque converter transmission. You also get better fuel efficiency too, which is why Volkswagen went with the DSG in this car. I do like the ride feel in the CC. It's pretty comfortable, although I don't know if a lot of people would really think it's much different than, say, a Ford Fusion or a Hyundai Sonata. It feels pretty stable in the turns, and it handles the bumps pretty well.
2013 Volkswagen CC starts at about $30,000 for what they call the Sport trim. Everything you've seen here, this is the Luxe trim, and that goes for $35,355. You can even get this car with a V6 option in a higher trim level, and that comes close to $40,000. For that kind of money, I'd get a BMW 3 Series or a Mercedes-Benz C-Class, or even spend $5,000 less and get a Hyundai Sonata or a Kia Optima Turbo.